Welcome back, everyone. I'm Setharoth, and today we will be exiting the Owlbear Cave and heading out to explore the abandoned village. I'm still trying to decide. There's one more companion that I'd really like to get to round out our party, but it's a bit complicated because you have to get past certain creatures that are kind of nasty.
Seems simple enough.
And I'm not sure if I can do that at level 3.
Faithisk you mentioned intrigues me. Care to tell me a bit more?
An intricate device crafted by Millar, our most gifted artisans. I am sworn to say no more.
Okay, let's go ahead and hop up over this direction. I'm going to show you guys a secret way into the village. Oh, there's a berry bush. Oh, that's interesting. The berry bush doesn't show up if you hit Alt. You have to find it by putting a cursor over it. That is interesting. Kind of teaches you to... Oh, wow, okay. Teaches you to scan the surroundings. This was actually a common thing in Baldur's Gates 1 and 2. You had to just scan around with your mouse to see what items lit up. Meanwhile... Oh, we can take a little pit stop over here. Oh, and...
Maybe I need more pockets.
Over here. Give me some shrooms. We'll find out later what those are good for, alchemically speaking. Oh, before we deal with the dog,
Whatever
let's
comes,
get ourselves some guidance. Just in case.
Moment. No traps.
I'm not going to try to loot the body, but I'm going to talk to the dog. Let's reach out and pet him. Always befriend the animal before going for what I assume is his former master. So animal handling, guidance could help, but I only have +1 from wisdom. Same thing for perception. But my intimidation is what is highest, so let's try intimidation. Since that's what I'm best at. Oh, it's gonna be close. I apparently am not intimidating in the slightest. Hopefully the dog doesn't bite me, we'll see. Okay. Let's try peering at the color. The one time in guidance is not saving me. Oh, it might save me now. Okay, that's something. We can read the collar.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
It's alright, Scratch. I'm not going to hurt you. You're alright, Scratch.
With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head.
Come on, Scratch. You can follow me.
He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
Hold out your hand so we can follow your scent to camp. That works for me. We'll have a mascot. I can't wait to see what kind of mods come out. Maybe someone will turn him into a chihuahua. It could be fun. Okay, so now the box is no longer red when I'm over the corpse, so I think we're okay to grab some food supplies and some letters. Looks like he was a postal worker. What is that? That looks like there's a path up there. I think we could just... we could save and just get across here. I don't know if we can, but we're going to try. Getting distracted here. The person I want to find is part of this quest, hunt down Karlach. But I'm not sure if I can just jump my way across. I might be able to. Ooh, that would actually make this a lot easier, I think. Just work. Are there safe places to jump? That looks like the computer is telling me it'll work. Why did I lose guidance? Oh, must have gone down. Okay, can we just pop up over here? Haha! Okay, this is good. This is good.
What is it like on the astral?
Oh, there's some nasty things up this road, and I'm really glad that I don't have to fight them at level 3. We will definitely come back to deal with them at level 4 with magically enhanced items, but we're not dealing with that crap at level 3. How much gold do we have to stake up? We might have to respec. Oh, 900 gold? We could respec 900 gold. This could be what I've been waiting for. Last missing piece to the puzzle of the build that I have in mind. Wait, no. Almost forgot. Get over here. You are my guidance person. I require guidance. Okay, alright, looks like we're half a party, but as long as we can talk to this chick and get her into the party, we should be good. That is a serious personal problem.
One horn. This is the devil Wyll has been tasked to kill.
Let's see. Our options are you alright? I can try to put her out. That actually could be funny, because clearly this is not standard magic. I mean, she's next to a river. If she was in pain, she could just jump in. She looks dangerous. Watch her carefully. That seems cautious. These are no natural flames. Prepare to fight. That's an option. I know you. You're the monster the Blighted Frontiers is hunting. Yeah, let's do that. These last two are definitely for starting a fight. Let's try watching carefully, because clearly she's not dying. I mean, look at, she's got like little holes that the flames are coming out of. She's like a living oven. Which is funny, because everything in the Nine Hells is immune to fire damage, so why would you be a beacon of heat? I mean, even the demons, if I remember right, most of those in D&D are also immune to fire, so it's not exactly the most effective of weapons. Anyway, she looks dangerous. Watch her carefully.
Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the ship. Haven't taken any bounties from a burnt tear dink, have you?
Okay, that wasn't awkward. First I'd like to know how you controlled those flames. Could be interesting. I don't remember you from the ship. Where were you? Haven't met any Tyrans lately, no. And what quarrel do you have with these Tyrans? Let's try, I don't remember you from the ship. Where were you?
Now that's a story, and I'll tell it to you, but truth be told, we shouldn't stay here too long. See, these paladins of...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
It's the tadpole in our heads. Yeah, oh. It connects us.
Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlach. And you are?
I'm Sephiroth.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
Let's send them back to where they came from. Or, so you want me to kill the people hunting you? Why should I do your dirty work? And I have my own problems, I don't need yours. I wish there was a fifth option, because I would want to validate her story before I go in killing people. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask. Can I make sure they're who you say you are, they are, and you are, before I get involved? You know what I mean? Let's see, so you want me to kill the people hunting you.
Don't worry. I'll lead the charge. I could use your help. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
I guess that's my only real option here, because my neutral good character would probably want to just go talk to them first to verify that the story is accurate, but we also want this chick on our team, so let's do it.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on though. Looks like you got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
That's actually perfect, because I've noticed that the things on this side of the river are particularly nasty. That's from my
One day I'll
last
catch a break.
venture into early access. I'd rather not go up that road and fight those paladins right away, because I'm not quite sure what I would be getting into, and I'd rather not die. So, we're going to go back to our party members that couldn't make the jump across. Ooh, there's more
More for me.
murderers. I forget what that even is good for, but there we go. Alright, let's get our jump
Tell me,
across.
Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Blacketh will it.
Alright, let me wrap my head around all of this. We've taken care of Scratch. He will meet us back at camp. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting up this path. Is there anything else I want to do before we head to camp and get this party really off the ground? I don't think so. Wait, where's my... Roselle? Get over here. Where are you? Please tell me. You have more strength than anyone else here. You can easily jump the distance. Look at that. You can jump the whole distance. There you go. Okay. Now
Alright.
can we get
What
our
now?
party together now?
What
Okay,
path lies
let's
before
see.
me?
So let's go... So you guys remember the entrance to the village. This one. Going in here, if you get in a fight, is a death trap. So if you don't want to
Use a
tempt fate
particular
and
way
try
with
the death trap,
words,
which you're welcome to
Gale.
try, you know, save
Perhaps
first,
oration
whatever,
suits
you can
more
use these
than
routes
battle.
to get into the village.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Before we do that, we are
deserve
going to
best
be going to camp.
Dash of eloquence.
So we are going to... Let's see. I mean, we might as well do a long rest. We've got plenty of resources for a long rest. And I have plans. I have an agenda of my own once we get this party put
One
together.
horn, the stink of Avernus.
Here we go.
Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the Archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
Let's see. You've got it all wrong, Wyll. The two of you have met before, I see. And I brought you your target, Wyll. Why don't you do the honors? I kind of like Karlach. Well, I will like her later. I just wish they adjusted her dialogue a little bit. She drops a... It messes with my immersion if I hear too much 21st century vulgarity in the middle of my medieval playthrough. But hopefully they come up with a mod for that later. Anyway, the two of you met before, I see. That's fair.
If by met you mean hoofing it through the hells with this fucker on my tail.
Case in point.
Shut it, devil. I know your kind. A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool. I'm...
A great
A
fire.
lot of problems are
roars through
solved
you.
in this
The
by
fire
just
of the
touching
first
minds.
hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red landscape of fire and volcanic cinder, the front lines of the Blood War. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof, clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to tell you. I'm not what you think I am.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Wyll shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm, No, I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Let's see. Stand down. You saw what I saw. Be practical. She's in fact the same than us. Meet allies, not enemies. I should never have trusted you, Karlach. Karlach. And if you want to fight Wyll, I'll give you one. Let's go with practicality.
Wyll catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Let's see. Karlach is not a devil, and you know it. You saw Karlach's thoughts. She poses no threat to the Sword Coast. And the other two will get in a fight with either of them. So let's do... She's not a devil.
Would you listen to sense?
Everyone approves.
This doesn't have to end badly for either of us. You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Wyll. I don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the blade got his name. I swear to you, on all I am not what you think.
Shit! Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.
Okay, we have quite a bit of work to do. We finally got her early. There's developments that you can do in her relationship before you get to the end of Act 1. But in my previous playthrough, I finished most of Act 1 before I even got to her. So we're going to be chatting it up.
Glad Wyll saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
Does it? You're pretty loud. I'm glad he's joined us too. Glad you two can make peace. I'm keeping an eye on him. If he turns on you again, he's dead. Let's just... I mean, this is a neutral good playthrough. Let's play the Peacekeeper.
Same. Now, instead of a liability, I've got a friend. Or I will have soon, anyway.
She seems nice. Okay, let's see. Anyone else? So obviously, we're going to be chatting a little bit with Wyll.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly, Wyll. Someone set you on Karlach's tail. I'd like to know who. That's a decent question. If you weren't so useful, I'd drive a dagger through your skull. That's a bit much. Someone set you on Karlach's trail.
I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Okay, penance, should I be worried? Yeah, that's...
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Alright, well, that's ominous. But I don't think we have any new dialogue from anyone else. No, but one thing, let's see. So, alright, so the build that I have in mind is going to require Karlach as our tank, Gale as our as our arcane and divine mixture. I'm going to multi-class him. And that means retiring Shadowheart and putting in Astarion, because we're going to turn him into a highly deadly assassin. That means moving a lot of this loot. She can keep her mysterious artifact. I don't think she has anything in the alchemy pouch. She does not. Backpack has some camp supplies. Not worried about that. Oh, right. She was our potions person. So we're just going to... You can actually hit... if you hold down, click on the item you want, hold down shift and click, and then you can grab everything in a row, which is much easier. The maul is a two-handed weapon, so we're going to move that over as well, along with potions. And poor Gale, his back is going to be hurting him from all this stuff that we're giving him. But most of this is going to go over to Karlach once we make some arrangements. Okay, so we're retiring Shadowheart, so we're going to keep that magical item. And then the rest of this can stay hers. Oh no, she can keep her circlet. What do I think? Might need the helmet. And the potions. And the shield would be good too. That should be fine. Maybe the light crossbow? I don't know if barbarians can do that or not. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Who do we need to bench?
Good thing for Wyll that Karlach called a truce. A tiefling that mighty would shred him to pieces and burn the remains. Now, what did you need?
You're not a bloodthirsty person at all. Let's see. Wait for me in camp. Should be just fine.
Shook. You believe you can survive without me?
I'm not arguing. Remain here.
As you say, do not keep me waiting.
You just praised Karlach for being a giant flaming panzer tank. And then your next response is, you still can't live without me. I think I can.
It seems like Wyll and Karlach will play nice from now on. Saves us having to pick sides.
That is true. Alright, what do you think of all that's happened so far? We should get to know each other a little more. We should journey separately for now.
If you're sure.
I'm sure.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Okay. Oh, we have access to the mysterious artifact. Yes, please.
Hey, soldier.
Alright. Oh, now we get to really talk. How did you end up fighting the Blood War? That's a decent question. In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil? That's fun. This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you? About those paladins you want us to confront. Let's see how she ended up in the Blood War.
Trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we take care of the goons on my tail.
Okay. In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about?
She enjoyed her job. This isn't where I thought I'd end up. How about you?
Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
I'd be back in my home, not a care in the world. I'd be in the middle of another adventure, blessedly free of any tadpole. So much has happened, I can barely remember what life was like before the abduction. It's been like 2 days, they're fine. I'd be in the middle of another adventure, that sounds like fun.
I can picture you getting mixed up in some outrageous shit. Giants, beholders, Thayans, the works. Maybe once we've wrapped up the current shenanigans, we'll rest a bit and find some new heap of troubles to throw ourselves at.
It's Baldur's Gate. There's tons of trouble to throw yourself
Hey,
at.
soldier.
But you did not give me a chance to say, come on, we're heading
Let's
out.
go, go, go.
Thank you very much. Now, oh yes, we're going to have to level her up. Astarion.
Nothing like a little camp drama to spice up the evening. It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
You make a terrible diplomat. I need you in my party. Will you travel with us?
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Okay, let's see here. So we've got 2 peeps that need to level up. I had him set up for... Okay, so he's going to be picking his specialization level 3. That's perfect. She's still level 1, so we are at a crossroads with her. Gale is level 3 wizard, which gives him access to level 2 spells, so we're probably not going to be putting him to... I'm debating... Well, we've got potions. We should be okay. So I'm going to have Gale... We're going to be doing a lot of multi-class with this party because I'm trying to fit as many jack of all trades. Like, each character is going to wear multiple hats, and hopefully that will make for a particularly devastating party. But we could respec, like if Gale... No, I really like him having Shatter. That will probably be more help than the occasional healing word. I am tempted to respec my guy, though, and pull off one level of Paladin and jump straight into Sorcerer. Although we could really use, we could use the armor. Yeah, we're probably alright. We might not need to respec. Let's go ahead and level up some peeps and see where we're at. Alright, what you got for me, Astarion? Level 3 Rogue. We're definitely picking a different subclass for this. Okay, subclass Arcane Trickster. So we're going to be trying out Assassin with him. A couple of key things from the subclass. You are deadliest against unprepared enemies. So in combat, if something hasn't taken a turn yet, right in the first round, he has advantage on those attack rolls. So he's more likely to hit in the first round of combat. Then any successful attack roll during this against a surprise creature is automatically a critical hit. So it'll do basically double damage. And then we have Assassin's Alacrity. Quick as an alley cat in the rain dark city. You immediately restore your action and bonus action at the start of combat. So I think that means that if he uses his action to snipe someone and then combat starts, he immediately gets his action and bonus action back. So hopefully that's what that means. Actually, that'll be fun. Alright, so he's going to be our primary damage dealer. Then we have our Barbarian. Now, I've been a bit torn on what to do with her build, because there's a couple ways we can do this. If we take her straight up to level 3 and make her a Bear Barbarian, then whenever she rages, it's going to be half damage from everything except Psychic. So if they're hitting her with fire, lightning, acid, poison, half damage across the board whenever she's raging, which would be fantastic. On the other hand, if she has only one level of Barbarian, and we went straight into Druid, only 2 levels of Druid gives her a Moon Druid, which means she can shapeshift into things. So let's try the 2 levels of Druid. Oh, that's going to depend on her abilities, though. What are her stats? Lots of strength. Wisdom is not so good. No, okay, so I would need to respec her before I tried to... If I tried to make Druid work, I would need to respec her and boost her Wisdom a bit, because she would need some firepower. So for now, let's go ahead and go for 3 levels of Berserker, or Barbarian. Come on now, let me undo that previous choice. I want to undo it now. I want to fix it. I want to make her... I don't know, maybe Druid would be okay, because Moon Druids, she's not going to be casting a lot of spells. She's going to be shape-shifting into creatures, which you can't really cast when you're shape-shifted anyway. The idea is to have a creature with extra HP, because she transforms into something else. And then on top of that, she's able to rage as a barbarian, and that creature gets extra damage reduction on top of the bonus health. So, yeah, sure, why not? Let's try it. Alright, we've got our Druid. Wow, okay. Yes, we are going to be doing Circle of the Land. It kind of completely guessed what I was going to... Wait a sec, not Circle of the Land. We want Circle of the Moon. We're going Wild Shape. And then we can prepare some spells, but she doesn't have a lot of wisdom. So we're primarily going to be using, any spells that she has. So if you can do spellcasters with low wisdom. We're going to respec her later to boost that wisdom, but it's not a priority right now. The idea is that if you're dealing with a spellcaster that has a low ability in whatever they're supposed to cast, right? You don't want to use a spell that will be opposing someone. So for example, she's only got +1 on her wisdom. So if she were to try something like Fairy Fire, the enemy would have an easier chance of dodging it. Whereas if we give her Long Strider to boost her speed and healing spells, there's no chance of those failing, right? So that's one way that we can make this work if we had to work this in the long run, sort of thing. She can also create or destroy water. Ooh. Now that's another one that isn't based on a skill check, and it makes lightning do more damage. Remember when we made Gale an Evocation Wizard and gave him Shatter? Lightning, well, Shatter's thunder damage. So that wouldn't quite work. We'd still need lightning. Let's go with Long Strider for now, because having a frontliner that has a lot of speed could be useful. We might as well drop 100 into respecking Karlach. I like my druids to have enough wisdom to actually do their job. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll still give her a level of barbarian.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded.
Not creepy at all.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Okay, we're going to respec.
As thou desire.
Now, is this changing the class, or do I get to actually change the core attributes? I want to change... Yes! Haha! Okay, let's see here. So, the way the Barbarian Druid build works is you rage, then you shapeshift, and by then you're using the animal's strength, dexterity, and constitution. So technically, we don't need a crazy amount of strength. We might need some if she's ever fighting in human form, so we don't want to just nerf that. But we do want to make sure, let's see, we want to get some decent wisdom. Dex is our armor class, constitution is, we just can't quite, can we go like that? Okay, so we've got decent strength if we get caught flat-footed, decent dexterity, decent con, but the whole point of this build is going to be spending most of our time in combat as an animal. And then if things go to crap, we have druid spells. So let's try that. We can change proficiencies as well. Perception's good. Intimidation is charisma. She's not built for that. Yes. Well, we could go animal handling. Actually, she rolls pretty well on animal handling. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so, okay. And then the class will do 1 level of barbarian. And then we level her up. Okay, sweet. Now we'll jump into druid. And now we're dealing with a druid that can actually, like, cast some nasty spells. And then shapeshift into a nasty animal. That should be fun. Okay, so we have the options of some cantrips. Let's see. Shillelagh is a melee cantrip, but we were planning on her shapeshifting into an animal, so don't worry about that. Thorn Whip could still be useful because you can pull something towards you. So she could pull something towards her and then shapeshift into an animal, which is sounds pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to need a source of guidance because we don't have Shadowheart anymore. At least not for this current party build that I'm attempting. We have Entangle, Goodberry. We're going to switch Cure Wounds for Healing Word because that's good for if we're in trouble. Thunder Wave, we're going to leave that for our Evoker that can use that without any collateral damage. I don't think we're going to need Goodberry because our Healing Word is our emergency heal. We could try Speak with Animals or Animal Friendship. Let's try Speak with Animals just because I've seen some clips on YouTube that seem pretty entertaining where you can talk to various animals and have some interesting interactions with them. And then instead of Entangle, let's go for Long Strider so that when she shapeshifts we can make sure she's super fast if we decide to go that direction. And then she can go up to medium armor and shields. Sweet. Alright, then we've got level 2 Druid. We're going to go for Circle of the Moon because we want shape-shifting features, which will be fantastic. And then we can just... Oh, she gets another spell. So we can do either Ice Knife. Yeah, let's try Entangle. She's got enough wisdom now that she has a decent chance of landing it. This would be fun to experiment with. I haven't done a barbarian. I haven't played as a barbarian in Baldur's Gate, so we'll have to figure out where the barbarian stuff is and the wild shape stuff. Yeah, this is going to be fun. So she can wild shape into a badger, a bear, a cat, a spider, or a wolf. Cool. Alright.
We've got a long road ahead.
Okay, so let's see, what are we
With
missing
haste.
here? We've got Awesome Assassin, blows stuff up without hurting his allies. We've got our frontliner that can rage and turn into angry animals. And then me. So let's go ahead and go through some of our gear. We have, let's see, what's this stuff? So we have the possibility of a two-handed weapon, I'm not sure if the maul is going to be more effective than the axe. 3 to 14 versus 1 to 11, so no. But there is a quest item, quest location that requires bludgeoning damage, so she's going to hang on to that. Gloves of missile snaring. I feel like that should go to a frontliner, but she's going to be in animal form, so she can't really use them. So I will, once I get some better armor. We're going to have to kill someone with some really nice armor, but that's a possibility. Okay, leather gloves we can send to camp, I guess. That's fine. Amulet of Lost Voices might as well be Gale. We've got a leather helmet. That can go to Astarion. A shield. I assume Karlach can use a shield, but... Oh, because this is a two-handed weapon. Yeah, so she'll need a one-handed weapon before she can use the shield, but I would like to boost her armor class a bit. Just out of... Oh, I don't... She does a lot of damage with that two-handed. Maybe two-handed is a better way to go. I mean, she's going to spend most of her time as an animal anyway. Maybe I need the shield. There we go. Am I proficient enough to use the spear? That's not bad. Okay. Alright, so that's working. Let's see, we have... We can still use Gale as our potions guy. Alright, we're going to give Gloves of Power to Astarion, because there's a chance that when he hits, he's going to inflict a negative 1d4 penalty on the target's attack rolls and saving throws. And it also boosts Sleight of Hand, so that's definitely going to our rogue. Wyvern Toxin obviously goes to the rogue, particularly the one that specializes in assassination. Mask of the Shapeshifter probably should go to me, because I've got the charisma for deception checks. So I can shapeshift into a different race and then pass the deception check to lie and convince them that I'm actually part of whatever race I am posing as. We have an Arsonist's Oil from Karlach. Coats your weapon in an oil that transforms the target's fire resistance and fire vulnerability. Might as well keep that on Karlach for now. There's some more poisons. Thieves' tools should probably go to our thief. I should have some trap disarming stuff here as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think for now I am tempted to use Oakfather's Embrace, although we are soon going to need to feed a magical item to Gale because of his little affliction that makes him basically eat magical items. Yeah, we gotta feed him something, but I don't have a whole lot of magical items to go around, you know? I don't want to feed him something that I'm not going to need down the road. Oh, I didn't want to use that. Dang it, I double-clicked. Why did I double-click? Maybe we'll use Nature's Snare. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's feed this one to send that one to Gale. Can he use this one? He should be able to use this one. Gale can absorb this magic's items destroyed. Oh, there's those thieves' tools. That's what I was looking for. Alright, so I just have to remember when I'm wearing this armor, beasts that attack me will do extra damage. So if I'm up against beasts particularly, I have to make sure I'm not on the front lines. As a paladin, he'll have access to heavy armor. I just don't own any right now, so we're going to upgrade. I'd rather not drop oodles and oodles of money for something that I'm hoping to loot off of bad guys that we're going to kill with our awesome party. So hopefully that doesn't blow up in my face. We'll find out. We'll find out together. It'll be good. Okay, so we've got all of these potions. And we've got all of these scrolls, some of which still need to be learned. But Fireball is too high level for him. He can only do level 2 spells. Gale could potentially learn Invisibility, Detect Thoughts, or Dark Vision. You know what? They don't cost that much. Let's go ahead. Actually, Dark Vision would be good for him. That way we don't have to use torches. The only annoying part is we'll then have to, prepare it ahead of time, which, is annoying, but it'll be fine. Alright, so I think I think our party is about as prepared as we can make it. What's her armor? She's just got barbarian clothes. Maybe I should give her... Can she use leather armor without... Barbarians, I forget what their proficiencies are like. Doesn't look like she gets a penalty if she wears leather armor. Nope, looks okay. Maybe I can character sheet? Let's see. Barbarian, druid resistances, unarmored defense. Doesn't really tell me. Oh, wait, here we go. I just want to know her armor proficiencies. Karlach is proficient with light, medium, and shields. Okay, good. Alright, just making sure I'm not ruining stuff.
I've a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
A lot on my mind and in it, of course. Ooh, we could respec him. I mean, that's tempting. I could respec him and take no, let's try and stick with... I wanted 2 levels of paladin so that he's got heavy armor and the ability to smite. And after that, we're just going pure sorcerer for meta magic. So, well, let's go ahead and take this party for a spin and see where we're at, because I want to kill some stuff before we wrap up this episode. We'll auto-select our camp supplies, take a full rest. We'll still have 400 units of food. We'll have 10 nights worth of camp supplies left over after this break, after this rest. So we should still be perfectly all right. Okay, wow, that mask of the shapeshifter looks... That is a weird looking helmet, but it's... If you examine it, the way this works, you can magically shapeshift all aspects of your appearance, so you can appear like a different race. And there are a couple circumstances where shapeshifting into a different race is very useful. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and just use the map and head over to... Oh, I didn't get to the... Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so we'll have to go to... The closest is probably Emerald Grove Environs, and then we'll have to run back to where we were before, because I was a little hasty and forgot to hit the auto back button. But because this is a recording, I can just cut ahead.
Fighting flies. Midges. Shouldn't nature be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the upper city parks.
Upper City, huh? Swish. Never spent much time there myself.
I'll happily take you, if we survive this bug's banquet.
Actually, I like that.
Sounds good. I've always been curious what a Patriarlu looks like.
The vampire is being eaten by bugs. I love irony. Okay, let's see here. So, I can bring down some of the volume here. On some of the replays, it's been harder to hear my voice. So we're just going to try and bring it down just a bit. And hopefully...
Through the forest to invigorate the spirit.
I was just thinking the same thing, but less poetically.
Without so much as a stir.
Okay, this is where we get to. Alright, so we are now in... Oh, what did we just update? Wizard of Waterdeep. Okay, we need to offer him something now. Is that what you're telling me? Oh, yes, we do. He doesn't look
Thank
good.
goodness that's all dealt with. The odds are stacked high enough against us already. No need to turn on each other.
I think I have a magical artifact you will be interested in.
That is most gratifying to hear. May I?
Give Gale a magical artifact. Really? Those are my only 2 options? I thought I gave myself something else. Oh, wait. Oh, we can... Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so we have to choose between the gloves or the cool spear. To be fair, I don't plan on using a lot of melee weaponry. At least until I have heavy armor and I can Divine Smite, so I don't really need the Watcher's Guide right away. Gloves of Power could still be potentially useful for a long time. So yeah, that's that.
Thank you.
Okay. That doesn't look creepy at all.
hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
Alright, I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Keep in mind, this is the guy that can blow up the entire area without actually hurting the party. Okay. Now, let's see. So, why did we go for an assassin rogue for Astarion? Observe. Actually, you know what? We should save. We should save. We are now in a village that is predominantly occupied by goblins and their ilk. And our first goal is to clear the top of this top level. Now, there's dungeons under this that we'll go into one at a time. But first we got to clear this area of little things that will kill us when they wake up. Has 29 damage on his auto critical hit. So yes, this is why you keep someone like him around. Copper ring. Morning Star. Javelin. One-handed Morning Star. We might make use of that if we need Karlach's, if we need to boost her AC. Ooh, what do we have here? The bank. Somebody stole some particularly good. We're not going to bother with the raw chicken eggs. We will bother with the crate, though.
Vacant as an orc skull.
Okay. Yeah, switch
All's
back to
well
my
that
character.
ends. Not as bad as it could have. How much farther can I go?
Faded blueprints.
Weapon blueprints. Master blacksmith's work.
Oh yeah, Master Blacksmith. I haven't...
Designs are unfinished. Rough drafts, no more.
I haven't got far enough in the second act to actually assemble any of those cool armors. But that's on my list. Okay, let's see here. So now we're going to Karlach to give me guidance.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And then we're going to head up here.
By soldiers, if my eyes don't deceive me.
So remember when I said this area was a death trap? You've got goblins up here, goblins up here.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Let's see. So we can either use the worm to immediately force the issue and force them to comply, or I can rely on my persuasion, which ironically is possibly better than the worm. Or I can use deception, which I'm also good at. We could try perception, see how that goes. I bypassed your guards. If I meant you harm, I could have just killed you all. Seems more like intimidation, but okay. And we rolled amazing for that. Oh yeah. Shaking in their boots.
Oh, go on. Ain't bothered mucking my blade with ya. But mind your manners.
Breathe deep.
Okay, so this is the thing. They've done a good job of placing us in a morally gray situation because I have a worm in my head that marks me as one of their friends, so I can actually talk to these people and interact with them in many ways. But I'm a neutral good character, and they're like butchering innocent people, so there's really only one way that can go.
Keep your distance.
So the way we're going to be doing this is we enter turn-based mode. We're going to grab our little Astarion friend. We're going to give him a cunning action dash, and then a real dash. And then he's going to go all the way... How far can he get? Can he get all the way over here? Almost. We're going to get over here.
Tread lightly.
Alright, so the reason we went into turn-based mode is because I'm technically splitting the party. I want 3 of my party members to stay up there on the roof, where they can take on the majority of the nasties. And then he is going to be using his turn. We're going to go over here. Yeah, we want our wizards nice and safely covered. She's going to stay right here, where she's going to be transforming. Goblins are minding their own business. Yeah, we've been warned. Yes, we have. Okay, let's do regular dash action. Get up top.
Yes, let's.
I'm positioning him for an assassination strike. Pretty sure he can take, let's see, so we've got a sniper, or what looks to be a spellcaster, judging by the staff there. So he's going to take out the spellcaster.
I've wished to live in more interesting
My
times.
goal with this guy is to line up an Eldritch Blast and hopefully shoot this guy off the edge. Although technically this guy is closer to the edge, so we might end up doing that with him. Or attempting that with him, I should say.
No rest for the wicked.
We're going to leave our wizard hopefully safely out of the line of fire. Karlach just going to be in there up close. And we're almost ready to execute our little kill move. As you can see, it would be kind of sucky to go in through that front gate and fight all of these guys together. You can always use the worm to get through, but at this point in the plot, my character doesn't know if the worm is under control and doesn't want to give it more power than it already has. So we're just going to do a lovely little sneak attack, and how can I... Oh, let's just... We're just going to hide. Wait, I'm hiding. If they can't detect me, can't I sneak attack? Not enough resources. Action. Okay, well, we can just...
Let's go!
Karlach is feeling frustrated. As am I. I'm ready to go. Let's let the environment do its thing. And then Astarion, now that he isn't sneaking, 94% chance to hit.
Actions have consequences. In this case, a violent confrontation.
That is kind of... It's funny the way they word it. Like, oh, geez, no, we...
Let's
Come
move.
Here. All right, you need to... Stop, shoot him. Enter turn-based mode. That was frustrating. Okay, Karlach. Well, this is getting out of hand. I thought we were in turn-based mode down here. Come on. Alright, can we, like, do stuff now? Thank you. Give me some time. Alright, so first off, we want to rage. Where is the barbarian button for that? Rage is available only in combat. Okay, so apparently we're going to shapeshift first. I assume the bear is capable of jumping. He's not capable of jumping. Bear fell prone. Okay, well, at least the bear... Forthwith. Bear will be fine. Bear will be fine. Let's, do we have line of sight? We do have line of sight. Alright, Gale has now entered the fight. Are we all entering the fight now? Have we established that everyone is entering the fight? Goading Roar. She's not in the attack initiative order. That's funny. Oh, well now we are. Okay, can we just attack this thing? Claws. Yes, please. Take it off. Slash kill it. You know, whichever. There, okay. Everyone is finally in initiative now. Now we know that splitting the party like that has consequences. Okay, so his thing... I'm actually tempted to attempt a shove. Just run up and shove it, but that's a 40% chance of failure. A weakening strike. Hinder the target's attacks. Yes. 80% advantage? Yes, please. Oh, right, because it hadn't taken a turn yet. He had advantage from being an assassin rogue and did extra damage. That's beautiful. All right, that leaves us with
catch my breath.
Me, my character.
Let's find a way
Let's
forward.
go ahead and... Actually, Karlach has got that one. Oh, I used up all my movements, so this is the only one I can hit. Ooh, that was a good hit. Oh, man, I forgot to use... Forgot to use my nasty skill, my hex.
Gods, it's hot in here. Soldier.
It's funny to hear her commenting from the point of view of, you know, she's a polar bear. Polar bear complaining about the heat. That's kind of funny. in a different, unconnected kind of way. Can we shoot this guy or not? I'm not even sure if that hit him or not. Okay. And, alright, well, so this actually worked out. Karlach is doing her job, which is getting shot at and having a lot of bonus health. Oh, wow. Well done. Okay, let's get him down here and a bit out of range, because I preferably don't want him to be shot. We want the polar bear to be the one getting shot. Doesn't sound very nice when you put it that way, but it's just the way of things. Can we actually hit this guy? I feel like I'm not actually hitting him, because it's not giving... Oh, wait. There we go. Finish him off first. All right. Okay. Party's up.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Sweet. Okay, let's go ahead and loot the bodies, and then we will wrap up for the night. So that actually worked out pretty good. We haven't figured out how to make her do... Well, the Barbarian Rage has to be done in combat, so that was our complication there, was Astarion was entering combat before the rest of the party could join. But now that we are aware of that particular faux pas, we can plan for that in the future. And we'll go ahead and loot the rest of the goblin bodies. And then I think we'll wrap up now that the gate area has been cleared. There's a few more spots in this town that will need to be dealt with, but they take more than just the occasional shot to the head. So we are going to worry about those out in the next video. We will not use ritual staff. Definitely could use the camp supplies. Thank you very much. We'll want to get up here, because I think one of these guys was also a spellcaster. At least he had a staff, so hopefully... Oh, exploding arrows. I will take that too, thank you. And this one had a key. A moss-covered key. I have no idea what that's for. We're going to go ahead and unlock this sigil so that we can fast travel to this location. The bear was using the ladder. That's so funny. Oh, that's a tough bear. Okay, there we go. All right, and this guy was very oblivious to his other friends being killed, so that's nice. All right, we are going to go ahead and save. We've finally put together the team that I've been wanting to run this playthrough with. We've got, just to run the multi-classes by you, we're going to have a warlock capable of heavy armor and divine smite, and then tons of Eldritch Blast once we get more sorcerer levels. Gale, which is already able to blow the crap out of stuff with lightning, is going to get Tempest Cleric. So he's going to be doing guaranteed lightning damage on top of all of this. And then we've got our Karlach, who's going to be our frontliner, who can rage and be in various animal forms, which is going to be fun. And then Astarion just does a crap ton of damage. So I'm excited to see where this goes down the line. Thank you so much for joining me on our adventures thus far, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel.